Long ago, in the ancient land of Wisconsin, a group of nerds delved deep into the depths of Milwaukee Area Technical College. It was neither gold nor silver they sought, but knowledge of video games and the video game industry. They called this epic journey the Dev Quest.
I don't know, maybe like little kids. Probably little kids. I think that's probably the only people watching them.
It's just depressing. Sad time.
Sad time.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah. But anyways, welcome to the Dev Quest, the podcast where we talk about video games and the video game industry. I'm John Harwood, and I'm joined by...
Jason Wisniewski.
And I didn't surprise him at all, right, Jason?
No, it's fine. There's plenty of time to get ready.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about what we're going to talk about today.
No, we didn't, because someone doesn't plan ahead.
Well, maybe you should have been more prepared.
Me?
Yeah, you.
You're the one in charge.
I was the one setting up the podcast. You were the one that was just doing here nothing.
I talk on the podcast. People love me. They love my voice. All 21 viewers, that's me.
Oh, there's George. Just on time.
That's not George.
It's not? Oh, okay, never mind then. I'm going to guess. It's, Oh, it's Steve Buscemi! Steve Buscemi is
Steve
here!
Buscemi, here himself. Hello, fellow children. No, that was just some guy.
Some
That's
guy.
not George.
Wasn't anybody that we knew?
No.
Oh, okay.
Someone from the music.
Oh, okay, I see.
I think.
Did you tell him that we're recording a podcast?
No.
Oh, okay. Alright then. Well, anyways, it's just me and Jason today. Hopefully George will arrive later. So you've been playing some more Pokemon Go, Jason?
Oh, I've been trying.
Okay.
Oh, man. There was an Electabuzz at our work yesterday, but we couldn't find it.
Oh,
That was the most exciting thing that's happened to me.
yeah, I hear that, like, the nearby tab is, like, absolutely broken.
Whenever I pull up my radar, it's been saying that every single Pokemon is 3 steps away.
Yeah.
Even though Pokemon are showing up right next to me.
Yeah, I hear that it's like that for everybody, too.
Yeah. So I think it's just a bug with the game right now. It'll probably get fixed soon. Now, my newest issue is that I can't get it to open when I've got my data on.
Oh, okay.
It just gets stuck on the loading screen. So
I see.
I got to go on 2 Pokewalks in my life, and they were really fun. But those days are in the past.
Okay.
Apparently.
You catch anything good?
Caught a Psyduck, a Krabby. Oh, Slowpoke.
Oh, sweet.
Finally got my Slowpoke.
I haven't gotten a
I only
Slowpoke
need
yet.
like 13 more to get my Slowbro, but you know,
Sweet.
maybe one day. Maybe one day. I'm still level 9. So I'm really behind everyone else in the world.
Yeah, I'm pretty behind, too. I think I'm, like, level 13. So, a bit ahead of you, but...
Yeah. It's just really whatever. I've been filling the void with other Pokemon. I've bred like 7 new Pokemon and I'm training them right now.
Ah, I see.
Me and my friend are gearing up for a rival battle.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be really fun.
Okay, so here's one thing that I'm not super keen on with Pokemon Go.
Sure.
I don't like that your level is, like, linked to, like, the power...
Combat power?
God, what am I thinking?
I don't know what you're thinking.
I don't like how the power of the Pokemon, the combat power of the Pokemon,
Combat
is
power.
directly, like, linked to your level, or at least the amount that you can upgrade them and the kind that you catch are linked to your level.
Yeah, it is. Which is really crappy, which is why I'm like really behind.
Yeah.
I can't really compete with any of the gyms.
Right. Yeah, same here. I suppose they, like, needed a way to, you know, just have it so that you're not immediately, like, super overpowered, but still, I think it's kind of lame that, like, you know, it's really difficult to compete with people who just play this all the time.
Yeah.
We're, you know, busy and stuff.
We're able to do that. I know my friend, he had a phone that was too old to play it, but he had like an S2 or something, but he took a processor from an S5 and he put it in his phone and now he can play it really well.
Really?
So I want to try and talk to him about seeing if I can do that with mine.
So I've never actually really heard of, like, phone modification before.
Yeah, he's pretty tech savvy, so obviously he was able to figure it out.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, I'm not like that, so I'll probably just pay him money to do it for me.
Okay.
Because that sounds great. I want to play Pokemon.
What kind of phone do you have?
I've got an...
I mean, not to put you on the spot or anything.
I've got an Android. What kind? Who knows? Not me, says this reporter.
Oh, okay.
It's a Motorola, Verizon. I don't really know phones. It's not really my forte.
Does your phone just like not really have a name,
It probably has a name.
but you don't know it?
I don't know it.
Okay.
It's a smartphone. I can use Snapchat.
Cool.
You know, I got the apps. I used to have a better phone, but it got stolen.
By Team Rocket?
No,
Oh.
by just some jerks.
Oh, okay.
And it's really depressing because I would be able to play Pokemon Go if I still had that old phone.
Yeah.
It was much better.
So, Jason, tell me what you think of this. So, I've noticed that like Nintendo sort of has this interesting sort of design policy that they use with most of their games, at least. So I noticed that in Pokemon, I was actually realized this while listening or editing the last podcast.
Sure.
The mechanics of Pokemon Go are really, really like vague, like as far as like Nintendo describes them. So
Yes.
they never really describe like how the mechanics actually work.
No, they don't.
And I think that they do that in order to sort of encourage sort of socializing and just sort of like the community sort of play element of it. And I think that's really interesting. I think they do that with like a lot of their games, especially back in the old NES days too.
The old NES days is definitely more likely because they didn't have enough, like as much like power to work with.
Right.
They fit in their games and that was about it. No, but I think you're pretty spot on with Pokemon Go, with how it works.
Yeah.
Because like you get what's his face at the beginning, who's talking to you. He's like, "Oh, this is the world of Pokemon Go. You can catch Pokemon and get candy or something." And it was really confusing. No, it didn't explain anything, but
Yeah.
I get all sorts of tips from my friends and my coworkers, and now I know how it works. So
Okay. Did you ever find out like whether you're supposed to have the colored circle in the middle? Are you supposed to have that larger or smaller?
colored circle.
Do you remember when you were catching a Pokemon?
Oh yeah, no. Why? I was right.
Hey, Steve Buscemi is here, everyone.
Steve Buscemi himself.
Need some,
All right. I was completely right with like when it's shrinking.
Mhm.
If you get in that circle, you get more points.
So you want it to be smaller then?
You want it to be smaller, but it's like with the way that the aiming and stuff works, it's actually extremely difficult to try and go for like an excellent. But and then it's the color. The color means if it's red, it's harder to catch.
Right. I figured that much, but like.
Yeah.
The game doesn't ever like tell you like what you're supposed to do when catching the Pokemon.
No,
it
it
just
does
sort
not.
of relies on the fact that you're supposed to do trial and error and also just kind of talk to people and figure out what the mechanics are.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I think that's really interesting. I think Nintendo has been doing that for like a long time and we haven't like really been noticing it. Like if you notice, like a lot of the Pokemon games have very like general descriptions as well. Like a lot of like mainstream Pokemon games at least.
I mean, the Pokemon formula hasn't changed much.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Since
So
the
they
first
haven't
game.
really.
I mean,
so
there-
once people figured it out, I guess they didn't really
Yeah.
change it very much.
Yeah, there's been some behind the scenes changes with like the way how stats work and moves work, but they don't change the core gameplay.
Right.
So I mean, if you knew how it worked back in 1995, then you know how it works now.
Right.
But yeah, that's mostly true, I guess.
So it seems like moving on to a different topic.
Okay.
So it looks like Nintendo's been doing really, really well with Pokemon Go lately.
It has.
I heard that like stock prices have gone up like 120% or something along those lines.
I mean, they're at 120% on stocks, or something like that. I think it went up like 20% or something, which is a lot. Apparently they've broken the record for the century
Right.
of like sudden stock change. So that's cool.
Yeah.
I really, if I was interested in the stock market, I'd probably already be invested in Nintendo. but-
Right. Yeah, and that's what got me thinking about like, oh man, I should have been in the stock market and I should have invested in Nintendo before when like
Yeah.
their stock was like super low.
I mean, I don't think it was super low.
Well, I mean, it was much lower than it is now. Like it went up 120%.
Yeah. I guess. I don't think Nintendo's always a safe bet. In
Yeah.
my opinion. Like usually when they put out a brand name game, it's never going to be bad. It might be it might be bad in comparison to some of the other titles, but they're usually always fun. They've always got something going for them.
Right. Well, I think that like Nintendo was sort of in like a slump because of like the whole Wii U was sort of like didn't sell very well. And
Oh yeah, I guess so.
have a really big user base.
Yeah, I was actually seeing an article about that earlier.
But like now that they've done Pokemon Go, it seems like they're on the upswing again.
Yeah, we'll have to see how long that's gonna last.
Yeah.
I'm curious if they're gonna put out new gens and how they're gonna handle that.
So that's one thing that I think is going to keep Pokemon Go going is that they have because like the game now is it's very vanilla right now. Like you just have the first 150 Pokemon, and the 151st potentially.
Well, actually, right now we've only got 145.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that's true because those are I think they're reserving legendaries for
the
event
legendary
Pokemon.
birds, Mew and Mewtwo, and Ditto are not in the game.
Really, Ditto isn't in the game.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. It's weird. Like I know it's like it can be anything, but that doesn't really work in the context of this game. So
Right.
what's the point?
But anyways, so it just seems like I think Pokemon Go is going to keep going because they have so much other content to draw from later on.
Yeah, I mean they've got 749 Pokemon they could do.
Yeah.
Like I said, if they go through all the gens and people maintain interest, this game could last a very, very long time.
Right.
But I'm curious about how they would go about doing that.
Yeah, I wonder like if they might consider not doing every generation, like maybe the first few, because how big is the file size of
Exactly.
the app going to be then?
Exactly.
It's already pretty big.
That's why I was thinking, like, if they put out a new gen, like, as weird as that might be, they might have to, like, get rid of all your Pokemon from the previous generation.
I don't
Have
know
you
if they're
start
going to
from a
do
clean
that.
slate.
That seems like a bad idea to me.
It does seem like a bad idea, but I was thinking about this, like, yesterday. I'm like, how would they go about feasibly doing this that would make this game still playable?
Right.
Would they release, like, Pokemon Go Gen 2? Would it just be a whole new app?
I don't think so. I think it would have to be like an add-on to the current app.
Probably.
Because otherwise it's like, otherwise all that progress that you made in Generation 1 is just completely going to waste then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can still play Generation
Well, you still
1.
could play it, but like, what reason is there to stay on the crappier version of the game when you can just move up to the more current one?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they might just keep Gen 1.
I don't know. I kind of doubt that. I think after a while, people are going to get really bored of it, and then Nintendo's going to be like, okay, we need to start making more money here. And then they're going to release Gen 2.
Think so?
Yeah. Or if not even, maybe even before then.
Well, maybe before then, but I don't know. My concern still stands.
You think that they're going to remove Generation 1 Pokemon?
I don't
Or make it like a
know
separate
what they're
app?
going to do. Like, maybe they'll just temporarily... Like, another idea that I had was maybe they temporarily make your Gen 1 Pokemon unavailable until a certain point when Gen 2 has been going on, and then it's like, okay, now you can have your Gen 1s and you can mix and match your teams.
Right.
But even if they do that, those Pokemon are still in the game, they're still taking up file space. I mean, that doesn't answer the problem. So,
Right.
I don't know.
So like this is clearly like this has been a huge success for Nintendo.
It has.
What competition do you think they're going to see in the future? Because
Digimon Go.
Digimon Go?
I'd love to see Digimon Go.
Okay.
Probably not going to happen. Apparently, whatever the company is called that made this, Niantic, they have another game out.
Yeah, they have Ingress, which
Ingress.
came out. I heard
It's
about
been
it
out for a while, apparently.
Yeah, I heard about it from Ross O'Donovan on the Game Grumps.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
downloaded it and I was like, oh, this is a cool concept. But I didn't really actually get into it really.
Yeah, no, I've got a coworker who said he played it. He's been playing it for a while, and like apparently it's just as good. The servers are a lot better,
Right.
Which is weird to me because if it's by the same company and you're basically using the same kind of servers for it, then wouldn't it have been like an easy transfer to put it into Pokemon Go?
Well, I don't know. I think the server problems happened, at least in the beginning, I think mainly happened because so many other people outside the U.S. were also trying to log in as well.
Yeah, maybe.
Because they were acquiring Pokemon Go from like different means besides the Play
Yeah.
Store or
Yeah.
iStore or whatever. And
Yeah, I
then
heard
they
about
were
that.
logging in, and that's what was causing problems.
Yeah,
so
I
it
think-
was way more people than they anticipated.
There's way more people than they anticipated. But yeah, but he says that Ingress is like it's a good game. It's basically the same thing, but it just, in my opinion, doesn't have the brand recognition.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
I mean, it's Pokemon. People want to play that.
Yeah. And I think in that game there are 2 teams instead of like the 3 teams.
Are there two?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't looked into it yet.
Yeah. I remember though I played it for a very short time. I think I walked to the cemetery near my house and I took the like monument or whatever it was, and then like on my way back it got taken again by somebody else, and I was like,
Oh, really?
well, that was annoying.
I wonder if the player base for that is, if it's like even a fraction as popular right now.
Uh,
I mean, if you got taken over that quickly, there's got to be at least a few people in the area. And if it's
Yeah.
like that, if it's like that for every area, I don't know.
well, I don't know. Maybe it was just a fluke or something. Like maybe just somebody is really dedicated to it, or
Maybe.
they have it set up like so that when one of your things gets taken, there's like an alert or something on your phone, and that's how they knew.
Yeah, maybe.
Can you do that with Pokemon Go? Can you like set up alerts and stuff so like when your gym is taken,
I don't think
you know
so.
about it?
What happens is that if your Pokemon's in the gym, it's unavailable to you. And there's like a little symbol next to it.
Right.
And like you just gotta either be checking that to see if that ever goes away. That means that your Pokemon got kicked out, or if you've gotten like gold or something
Right.
from defending a gym or something.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of other things, I would love to see Digimon Go.
Were you gonna say Beyblades?
Because I was while you were talking, I was thinking, I'm like, what other things would pop up? And I was thinking, wouldn't it be funny if like Beyblades Go came out? Yu-Gi-Oh! Go.
Wait, how would Beyblades even? Because
I don't know.
Beyblades are like those little top things that you like spin and they like supposedly battle each other.
Yeah, no, they're tops. It's very exciting indeed. They used to have games for that. It was terrible.
Really?
Yeah, I never had like a real Beyblade though, because
I remember
why would I ever have that?
my grandma got my brother like a Beyblade arena,
Mm.
but like I don't think she understood what Beyblades were, so she didn't actually buy any Beyblades.
Nice.
She just got my brother the arena,
Just the arena.
and he was
There you
very
go.
upset.
Yeah,
upset.
I mean, what are you gonna do with this?
Yeah.
It could be a nice set piece with your toys.
And then, it was like just a piece of plastic too.
Yeah, they're just like crappy pieces of plastic.
Yeah.
Oh man, there's not many other like collectathon games.
Well,
out
it
there.
doesn't even necessarily need to be a collectathon game, but just like what brands do you think would be compatible with this sort of thing?
That's just it though. There's not like, I mean, there's a lot of.
So just let's look around the room that we're in currently and just check off.
Just look around the BioShock Go.
BioShock Go. I don't think.
Go.
No, I don't think any of those would work.
No.
I could see maybe like Rockstar putting out a Red Dead Redemption style thing.
Why? How?
I don't know. They could, or
I just like Red Dead Redemption.
I guess. Ooh, what if Bethesda put out like a Fallout?
Fallout
Style
Go is
AR
a joke on the internet right now.
Is it? I think that could be a cool thing.
No, it's just like this little kid running away with a phone in her hand with like a deathclaw chasing her.
Oh,
It
I
says
see.
Fallout Go.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. I don't see this kind of game working without like something to collect.
Right.
'Cause that's the whole point. People want to go out and catch Pokemon.
Well, I think with Fallout, I think you can make it about collecting. Or like
You collecting?
surviving, I guess.
Rad roach meat.
Yeah, I guess.
They have
Because Fallout is a game where you have like lots of items and stuff like that.
they have a mobile app for Fallout already.
Yeah, I know.
It's like Bunker Manager or something.
Yeah, Fallout Shelter, it's called.
Yeah, that's what it is. From what I've heard, it's decent.
Yeah,
I mean-
I've heard it's pretty good, but I'm just thinking, what competition is Pokemon possibly going to have?
I think it's going to be the same competition as always, Digimon.
No, I don't think so. This is like a completely new market. I think people are going to try to go crazy with the whole AR thing.
Well, I think I was watching another podcast and they're talking about it, and this technology's been out for a while now,
Right.
and it's just now that the Pokemon labels on it is what made people care about it, and it's going to be give and take on whether or not it's going to be able to be followed up if people care enough about whatever franchise comes next.
Right.
I don't know. It could just die off again.
I don't know about that. This seems to be. My prediction is that this is going to stick around for a while. Pokemon Go is going to be around for a while. They have lots of content to draw from, and I don't think this is the kind of thing that I don't think people are going to get tired of, like right away at least. So I think we're probably looking at least like a few years of Pokemon
Think so?
Go. Yeah, I think that this is going to continue to be pretty big.
I don't know.
I think some people are going to fall off, but I think there's going to be a pretty big core audience for it.
I think a lot of the I hate the term for this, but I think the casual player base is going to fall off pretty quickly. I mean, a lot of people that came in are like, "Oh, Pokemon, I remember that. I want to collect Pokemon."
Right.
And there are people that like haven't really been following and keeping up, and that's fine. You know, it's great that they become interested again, but I think they're going to hit a point where it's just like, oh, okay, you know, I'm pretty done with this.
Right.
And then the hardcore fan base is going to be back, the ones in it, and then, you know, that might not be enough.
Right.
I don't know.
I think this game is going to make more hardcore people, because I think...
Think so?
I
With
think...
just Gen 1?
Not with just Gen 1. I think they do have to follow up and make and add more generations to the game first. That's the one like condition that it needs in order to continue to be popular. I think.
Yeah.
Is they need to add generations fairly quickly. They can't just like wait for it to die down and then do it. They sort of have to like do them one right after the other at the height and just sort of keep the momentum going for a long time.
I think, especially when it comes to the casual player base, I think getting through Gen 2, Gen 3 is going to be fine. Maybe Gen 4, but Gen 5 and Gen 6, there's some really weird designs.
Yeah.
That I could, like, even me as myself, like a hardcore, like, I think some of the designs in Gen 1 are pretty god-awful too, but I think Gen 5 and Gen 6 have, like, kind of the blemishes.
Right.
Where, like, the casual player base is just going to be like, what is this keychain? Why am I
Right.
trying to catch a keychain? And they're just not going to, like, I don't know, it might just be dissuasive. Because, I mean,
Maybe.
It's been dissuasive in the hardcore, like, community. And if it's that impactful with the casual communities, it might be disastrous.
Yeah, I think my entrance may taper off after Gen 4, because that's sort of like when I stopped playing Pokemon, and like
Yeah.
when the Pokemon are going to be familiar to me, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
Well, wouldn't after that be the most exciting then?
What?
You hit Gen 5 and you're like, oh, I don't know these Pokemon.
Maybe,
It's
you know
new
what,
and
maybe
exciting.
you might be right, actually. Maybe that will be more enticing.
Yeah, I'm like even countering my own argument here.
Right.
Right? Hey, who knows?
Yeah, only time will tell.
Only time will tell.
But for now, I say invest in Nintendo stock, because I think they're only going up from here. Or at least they're
So-
going to go up for a while.
Or go back in time and invest 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Has it been 2 weeks now? Maybe go back 3 weeks ago.
Yeah. I think it's been about 2. It's been about 2 weeks.
I
2.5
know we
weeks.
talked about it last week.
Right.
Yeah, so probably around 2. Been playing anything else lately?
I started playing Pokemon Emerald again.
Pokemon
because-
Emerald is a good game.
Is it?
It is.
Okay.
It's like Ruby and Sapphire, which are my favorites, but better.
So how is it better? Because I played Sapphire a long, long time ago.
They just added more to it. There's more Pokemon available. There's more endgame content.
Oh, okay.
The story's more complex because they added Rayquaza into the main story.
Oh, okay.
It's just improved in every way.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. It's I never owned that one though. My friend played it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. Ruby's still my favorite, but or Mega Ruby now, I guess.
Yeah, I think I would probably count Sapphire as my favorite Pokemon game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I never liked Kyogre's design. It's just a big dumb whale.
Yeah, it is kind of a big dumb whale, but I kind of prefer water types to ground and fire types, though. So.
No, I usually do too. I know, especially in Gen 1, I like a lot of the water type designs. But, I don't know. Groudon's just really cool. And it's better in the metagame.
Is it?
It is.
Why is that?
Especially now with the primals. Like when Omega and Alpha came out.
Oh, okay.
Where they evolve, they go into their Omega state, and they get an enhanced weather effect where Groudon gets a harsh sunlight, and Kyogre gets harsh rain. But the harsh sunlight means that no one can use a water type move, until it goes away.
Right.
And then the rain says that no one can use a fire type move. So the harsh sun is strictly better because Groudon is weak to water.
Right.
But Kyogre already resists fire, so it doesn't really matter that fire is canceled out.
Right.
So it's a really weird design choice.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I mean, it still works if you build around like Primal Kyogre, but Primal Groudon is just strictly better, which is why he was almost everywhere in the pro scene lately.
Okay.
But yeah, that's a lot of competitive talk.
Man, George still hasn't showed up, has he?
hasn't.
Oh man, what a lame-o.
And we're still talking about Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to the Dev Quest, where we only talk about Pokemon.
Yeah. Have you been playing anything else?
I'm playing a lot of Pokemon. No, see, we recently signed up for a free trial of PlayStation Now.
Okay.
which is like every game you would ever want, but it's all streamed. So
Oh.
if other people are home, which I live with 2 roommates, and they're on the internet, I just can't play it.
Okay.
Because it bogs on the internet so much that I'll be playing the game and 5 minutes in it'll say, oh, the connection's not good enough. I'm going to shut down in 20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
So it's rough.
So it's streaming as in you're like powering on somebody else's PlayStation.
Yeah,
And then
it's
streaming.
I think it's just like on a cloud server.
Oh, okay.
Where like you don't download the game, you click on the game you want and it just says, okay, opening game. It takes about 30 seconds to open the game and then it just runs offline.
Okay.
Or
Wait, so
online.
is the game running on
Online, I mean.
is it the actual like game process running on a cloud server, or is it just streaming all the data that it needs onto your PlayStation and then you're playing it on your PlayStation?
I think it's just on a cloud server because we don't have to download anything for it.
So does the image like look compressed ever? Or
Yes.
It does?
Oh man, it gets, and then like the audio will start skipping around. It goes like.
Oh, okay. Then yeah,
And,
I guess that is you're just getting the image then of the video game.
And it's sad, but why did I start talking about PlayStation now? Oh, Street Fighter Third Strike. Oh my god, what a good game. Oh man, if you don't know it, then you don't know. But it's like renowned as one of the best fighting games that's come out. But it's back, I don't know exactly when it came out, but I think it was like late 90s, early 2000s. But just, man, it's just such a clean game where the character roster is amazing. The combat feels good.
This is Street Fighter
Third Strike.
Cross Third Strike?
No, just Street Fighter Third Strike.
It's just Street Fighter Third Strike. Isn't Third Strike also a fighting game?
You probably heard Third Strike for being Street Fighter.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they don't call it Street Fighter Third Strike. People just call it Third Strike.
Oh, okay.
So, it's just, oh man, there's a nice parrying system that I'm terrible at. It's the kind of game where it's like, I was just watching another video on it last night because I was reminiscing. And they're like, if you want to get into Street Fighter, make sure you play, or Third Strike, make sure you play like every other Street Fighter first because this is the hardest one.
Okay.
But man, it feels so good. It's so much fun. And I wanna keep playing it. I wanna get good at it. See if I can like go online and actually be competitive.
Right.
So that's been really exciting.
Okay. Cool.
And I've just been playing a lot of Street Fighter in general because I've been playing a lot of Street Fighter 5 too.
Yeah, I've never really like been super into Street Fighter. Like my expertise on fighting games is pretty limited to Mortal Kombat a little bit, and then a lot of Super Smash Brothers.
A lot of Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, Smash Brothers is weird because it's like its own genre of fighting game.
Yeah, it is.
But like I always liked Street Fighter. I got into it when 4 came out, but I was terrible at it. So then we got 5, and I got really into it. I started practicing a lot, and up to that point, I wasn't good at fighting games at all, other than Smash. But now I feel really confident with it. So I've just been having so much fun with it. It's exciting. It's a whole new genre, a whole new world to be good at.
Cool.
To get mad at.
Do you like Skullgirls?
Skullgirls! I love Skullgirls.
Okay.
Not very good at it yet. Another game I gotta start practicing a lot. It is on PlayStation Now, so if I can get it to work, I can play it a lot.
Yeah, I really liked that game when I played it.
It's great.
But it's just
so
like
good.
I don't have anybody to play with because I own it on PC and I'm not actually sure there's a matchmaking function for it. So.
Oh, there is.
Is there?
Yeah, there's
Okay.
gotta be. There's no way there's not. I know I used to own it back on my 360. It was the first iteration, like Skullgirls Vanilla.
Right.
Now we're on like second encore. There's like 5 new characters, I think. The Skullgirls, like, I love the art style.
Yeah.
And the way that their UI works and everything, like, they're so aware of what annoys, like, fighting game people. Well, like, you can have your own button layouts and you can, like, save them to the game. And just, like, they're really easy access.
Right.
You got a bunch of colors you can get. One of the most amazing things this happens to me all the time, like, if I'm playing Street Fighter and I miss a button, I press start by accident, the menu comes up. They don't let you do that in Skullgirls. You have to press start and you have to hold it for like 3 seconds before the thing comes up. And it's such a little thing, but it's ingenious.
Yeah.
Like, why don't other games do that? It's crazy. So, I mean, and their tutorials are amazing. It's just so much in it.
Yeah, I played a little bit of that. It's pretty good.
Speaking of games, the makers of Skullgirls is making a new game right now.
What's that called?
Wow, why can't I think of what it's called right now?
Isn't it called It's not called Divergence. That's
No.
the name. That's some like crap
Divergence.
movie. I think.
No,
or some
Individuous
show,
or something? Wow, I'm a bagger
it's like
on it.
Indefusable.
No.
Or
Wow, I'm really sad that I can't think of it because I backed it on Indiegogo.
yeah. I remember seeing that like a while ago, but it's got that like it's got like it's gonna have like Shovel Knight in it too now
There's
because
so many cameos in it. Oh my god.
Because Yacht Club will end up like backing it like a crap ton. So right,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, no, they've got Indivisible.
Indivisible. That's right.
Yep. I think they've got like at least 20 or so cameo characters.
Okay.
Or because the way that it works is like you play this one like spiritual girl who can summon like these spirits, and it turned like you're playing this RPG almost like hybrid of a turn-based game
Right.
gameplay, but like all these spirits are different people. Where it's so easy to have like one of those spirits be like a cameo character. That's why Shovel Knight's showing up. If you ever played Super Time Force, there's a bunch of characters in that game, but my favorite, and thankfully who is also showing up in this game, his name is Zachosaurus. He's a super rad dinosaur from the past.
Oh.
He's got sunglasses and a skateboard.
That's cool.
He's awesome.
So did like these companies like back the Indiegogo project and that's why their games are in there, or is it just because they like know the people making it?
Yeah, either they backed them or they just made a deal with them or something.
Right.
I mean, a lot of their cameo stuff are like other indie companies, so I mean, they just could be friends with each other and just be like, hey, you want to help promote our game in your game, like. But and there's like something like 50 or some spirit characters, and they're all super like unique, super cool. My favorite is like, okay. So they all have their little stories attached to them, but this is like this 15-year-old like Hawaiian girl who has like a twin sister, and the twin sister that was supposed to be sacrificed to the shark god to like appease him for like another couple years or something. But the girl wasn't happy with that, so she decided to sacrifice herself instead. And the shark god was so impressed by that he adopted her and raised her as her own. And then she came back like 5 years later with a sick shark god sword. She's ready to kick some ass.
Cool.
She's just the coolest. I'm so excited for that game.
So is she actually Hawaiian, or is she like surrogate Hawaiian? Like, I mean, it's a fantasy world.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure exactly what their like geography is gonna look like.
Okay.
She's definitely got that theme to her. She's got like the grass shirt and like the flower lei and everything.
Okay.
Wait,
is this a separate character or is this the main character?
No, this is just one of the spirits.
Oh, okay.
This is my favorite one. One of them's just a big dog. It's like the spirit of like some criminal who, to repent for his sins, was turned into a dog, and now he has to help people. It's just a really big doggy. If anyone's interested in it, there's a free demo for it. The demo is really good. It's like one level, you get to fight a boss, you get to learn a lot of the mechanics, you get to see 3 of the spirits that you get, and then there's like, so you do all that, and after you beat the boss, you just through natural progression of the game, so you run to the rest of the level, you learn that you get like a Metroid Samus Shine Spark move where you start running really fast.
Right.
So people were playing around with that, and they discovered that like if you go through tremendous amount of efforts to wall jump and wall climb your way back out of this big pit that you fall into when you fight this boss, you can get back into the world. And there's some puzzles that you run into that are impassable.
Oh.
And they learned that you use the Shine Spark to get past those. And so they did all this, and they kept exploring. They found this super secret boss in this demo where it's just a Easter egg with the company. It's like this really poorly drawn cat.
Oh.
So you find it, and then it runs away, and then you have to go find it again. So you got to keep exploring. You find it, and you fight this cat, and it's like this little cat, and you beat it, but a cat's got 9 lives, so it comes back, and its head just gets bigger. You beat it again, it's got 8 more lives, so it just comes back. And you get down to it, it's like this tiny little cat body, it's got this huge cat head at like level 9, and it gets absurdly hard. It'll hit you for it'll one hit you. And if you beat it, there's no reward except the satisfactions of knowing that you got it. So me and my roommate kind of double teamed that. Like he took care of all the puzzling stuff because I got really tired.
That's fun.
And then I got up in the morning. He's like, I can't beat this cat. So I'm proud to say I beat it on my second try. But
that's cool. Do you have any like other sort of like challenging like Easter egg stories from like a while ago?
Oh man, It's not even an Easter egg. Back when Super Mario Galaxy came out, there was there's this one level where it was like this big field of lava and these rotating tiles that you had to go through and collect all the coins on, but it was like shaped like Mario. And you just had to go through it, and it was the last level I needed to unlock being able to play with Luigi. And it was just the hardest thing. Oh my god.
Right.
I struggled with it for hours. And this is probably when I was like 14, 13 or something like that, so no, much less good as I am now, but... And then I had to go back and do it again when I was Luigi. It was awful. It's not even an Easter egg, though. I'm trying to think. Here, you talk, I'll think.
All right, so are you familiar with the naked guy from Halo 3?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
So basically, if you're not familiar with the naked guy, in like one of the final missions of Halo 3, there's like this area you can go to, and then you can like... You have to be doing co-op. And you have to like do like a partner grenade jump and then jump off one of your friends' heads to like get onto this one platform. And then you have to wait for your friend to respawn on the platform, and then you have to like do it again. And then you'll like get to like this one area, and you'll be able to find this like just this like picture of a dude in boxers, and then he just kind of like bounces up and down for no reason. And I basically just told my friend Kevin, like, hey, did you know there's this naked guy in Halo 3? And he was like, bullshit, there ain't no naked guy in Halo 3. And we were just kind of at it for like 2 hours, and then finally we got to see the naked guy.
Yeah. That's one, we did that, I did that once with my friend, and the same friend, just like, in the terms of Halo 3, like, finding all the skulls was insane.
Yeah.
But he knew exactly where all of them were. It was nuts. It's like, oh, you just gotta do this grenade jump, do like a 360 spin in the air and land on this platform. I'm like, oh, it's that easy, huh? But, man, that was crazy. I
remember I spent so much time, like, finding Easter eggs and just finding, like, weird glitches and stuff in Halo 3. I remember in, do you remember the multiplayer map Construct? Or not Construct. It was one of the, like, Forerunner structure maps.
Yeah, I think so.
With that. But it was the one where it's, like, there's, like, two sides, and one of the, like, there's, like, this overhang thing, and, like, there's, like, a gap in between this, like, big piece of metal and this other piece of metal, and then I noticed that, like, if you jump just right, you can, like, get in between there, and it's, like, this weird, like, glitched area that you're not supposed to be able to get into. Mm-hmm. And I spent, like, a ton of time trying to do that.
I remember back when, Super Mario 64 DS came out, and they let you play as, like, Luigi, Yoshi, and Wario instead of just Mario. And I would be online for like hours looking up videos on how to unlock the secret Waluigi character.
Right.
And it just never happened. I was so disappointed. When am I going to get a game, an actual Mario adventure game where I can play as Waluigi? That's all I want. Come on, Nintendo. I'm your biggest fan. You just got to make me happy exclusively and everything's going to work out. Your stocks, 130%, 130%.
Yep, Jason alone will increase your stocks by 400%.
I'll buy that game 8,000 times. That wouldn't even be enough.
Nope.
No. I can't even afford that either. That was so sad.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I remember in another like glitch / Easter egg I liked to do was the -1 world in Super Mario Bros. For NES. And that's where you have to get to the end of of level 1-2, and then you have to like do a backwards jump into these bricks, and then you can like slide backwards into the like secret warp zone area. But because you came at it through like a different way, once you go down one of the pipes, you like get transported into this like infinite water world.
Oh yeah.
And I remember that was like a neat one that I always liked to do. It was just like you could get to the end of it, but then once you went through the pipe, it just spat you out at the beginning. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, it was just you couldn't escape it.
Yep.
You ever played Just Cause 2?
Yes.
Man, that game was full of Easter eggs.
Yeah.
There's the one that did you went to like the desert and you just found this tower in the middle of nowhere and you went to the top of it and you found the bubble blower gun.
Oh yeah,
Didn't do any damage, but you could blow bubbles at people.
Yeah. That was fun.
But the best one was like you'd fly towards the like northwest of the map. There's like a tiny little island out there that was just filled with Easter eggs. So like you'd fly towards there, and your plane would shut down and like crash on the island. It was like a lost reference, and you get there, and the whole island was a reference. I swear to God.
Well, I think isn't it like constantly raining on that island?
It's constantly raining. There's like a like a hatch from the Wolverine movies that he comes out of.
You mean
like on the beach or something?
the hatch from the Wolverine movies?
Yeah.
I think. Well, isn't the hatch a reference to Lost?
Is it also a Lost one?
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought I remember hearing that was like a Wolverine thing.
No, I think it's Lost.
There's like the smoke monster or
which
something.
is also a Lost thing.
Smoke monster?
Yeah.
That thing was creepy. I didn't like that.
Well, it's
thing.
not. Wait, so you're talking about? Well, in Just Cause 2, wasn't it just a guy that had like a smoke particle?
Yeah,
parented to
but he was always following you.
Right.
He was always chasing you, and I don't remember if he attacked you or not. I don't think he did.
I don't think he did,
But he never went away if he found you.
yeah, and he like wouldn't die.
Yeah, it was just like my 15-year-old brain thought that was really creepy at the time.
Yeah.
But oh man, that game was funny. You ever played Just Cause 3?
Not the third one, no.
I didn't either. I heard it was pretty good though.
Really?
Yeah. It's more of the same, but if you like that stuff, then it's what you
Right.
want.
Cool.
It is cool. Coolest. Hey, you ever play Shovel Knight?
I have played Shovel Knight, yes.
You got me thinking about Shovel Knight when we were talking about Indivisible.
Oh, yeah.
Indivisible, I mean. But you ever played the DLC?
I played it a little bit. I wasn't
Man.
like a super huge fan of it. I kind of preferred, like, using the shovel.
I like
rather
the
than-
Shovel Knight playstyle more, but I really appreciated the entirely new way to play the game.
Right.
I haven't been looking into it recently, but I'm really hoping they're going to put out more. And I know they said they were going to, but
Yeah, because
things
aren't they
change.
doing? They're doing.
Change.
Aren't they doing like a King Knight? Now?
I heard that. I think it was going to be King Knight and Arctic Knight.
Oh, okay. Well, isn't Arctic Knight like huge?
He's huge.
I feel like
He's
that
a
wouldn't.
huge guy.
I feel like that wouldn't like work with Shovel Knight's sort of level design.
I don't know. Maybe
I feel like maybe Tinker Knight could be fun.
Tinker Knight.
Yeah, I think you could do a lot with that.
He's so tiny.
Yeah, I
He's
know.
not going to get his mech. I don't know.
Well, maybe not his mech, but he could have like I don't know, like a weird crafting system or something like that. Even though the
That's what
Plague
Plague
Knight
Knight
already
was the
has that.
Yeah, but I get what you mean. I just wanted Arctic Knight because he was also a Shovel Knight.
Yeah.
He had the cool shovel. But King Knight would be pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that. There was another one. I can't think of him. Oh, I know he's not going to be in it, but I want to play as Hat Knight.
Hat Knight. Oh yeah, that's right.
He's one of
Hat
the Easter egg ones. Or Zubaz Knight.
Knight. Right.
I love Zubaz.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Isn't
That game's
Kratos
good.
also in Shovel Knight as well?
Yeah, but only the PS4 version.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they got. I think the Xbox version got like an exclusive too, but I can't be bothered to know what that is.
Who could it be? Was it Banjo and Kazooie?
Ah man, maybe. I assumed it was like Master Chief or something.
I don't think it would have been Master Chief.
Yeah, shoot him with a gun. Yeah, I don't know, but man, that's a fun game.
Yeah.
I should play it again.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look up some news.
We do.
Newsy news.
I think the news pretty much just says, "Yo, Pokemon Go, that's doing really well."
Pokemon Go's doing pretty well.
We already talked about
We
that.
should talk about more Pokemon. Gaming news. As we sit here awkwardly in silence.
Yep. Well, we like compress the audio, or we truncate the silence of the audio so that there's less silence if there is silence.
I assume.
So actually, silence really is better than just like humming or, just filler noise and stuff like that.
I figured that's what you did.
Yeah.
What is this? What's happening? I can't scroll up down.
I guess Jason's phone is breaking down.
It's always breaking down. I hate this thing. I can't scroll down. What's going on?
Wow.
It was really weird because it was, from what I saw, it was like news about Hearthstone, about Medivh being, there's a picture of Medivh, which is one of the big characters from World of
Right.
Warcraft.
Well,
But-
actually, it is getting to be time to close up the podcast. So since we've
okay.
kind of run out of things to talk about,
Yeah,
anyways, we might as well.
Might as well just skip this entire part.
Yep. All right. Well, have anything to plug, Jason?
Do I have anything to plug? Go fund my GoFundMe campaign so I can get a better phone so I can play Pokemon Go.
Are you actually gonna have a GoFundMe campaign for your phone?
www.gofundme.jasonwisniewski.pokemongo.com. No, I've got nothing to plug.
Oh, okay, good. All right, well, you can follow me, John Harwood, on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram @JohnHarwoodDev. And then also you can buy my game, Demon Hearts, on Steam. And also, you can be on the lookout for my new game coming out soon, Slime of Fury, which should be on Steam.
Yay.
So, yeah. And then, yeah, I guess that's everything. So, we'll see you guys next time on the next podcast. Bye-bye.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Da, 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 da,
Like, if we had the images, we'd just be like pretending to talk to each other.
I always get the A-Team and the Indiana Jones theme confused fairly frequently.
Yeah, now that like you mentioned, I don't even know which one I was singing.
All
So, yeah, I agree.
right. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are solely those of the original speaker. These views and opinions do not necessarily represent those of Milwaukee Area Technical College.